Welcome to a Busy Doing Stuff diecast tool. Over the past few weeks I've been out collecting, looking on the internet, purchasing some really good classic castings. I've also come across some new castings that I've been looking for quite some time, and I won a really good auction, $1 reserve, for this classic track set. So the first one I want to show is actually a majorette. Now, I've been searching for this particular model for quite some time. It's a Ford Escort RS 1800, so it's a majorette or majorette, depending on how you want to pronounce it. So I've been looking for this particular casting or model for quite some time in 1/64th scale, ever since I saw it was a new model released last year. However, I've been looking over online and I couldn't find it anywhere. Went through various shops. I'd gone into hobby shops, I've been into model shops, I've been into toy shops, inquiring, can you please get this in for me? And nobody would. They wouldn't even bother. So it came to me really with just sheer luck, to be honest. It was on an auction with a very small collection of another 4 different cars, all Ford Escorts. So I purchased the lot on the proviso that I passed on a couple of them in order to make the cost of this one reasonable with the purchase. So the person that purchased this said that they bought a whole lot of these mystery box models from Thailand and independently imported a box load. So hence this was one particular one out of the lot. So was very happy, very pleased to get this one. So it's very highly detailed. It's got suspension, opening doors, very good, very highly detailed. So I was very happy to get that. Now the next one, I actually bought a small lot from a seller that I purchased quite a lot from previously, a couple of years ago, online. The lady was selling a lot of her son's toys and cars, Matchbox, Hot Wheels and Majorette cars from the 80s. So this one's called Smack Back. It's a 200 SX and it's from 1985, and it's one of the Crack Up series, Crack Up cars. So they were called Crack Ups, and each car had a special feature on when they were tapped from the back. They'd have a spring-loaded piece of die-cast molded into the shape of a car would be after a particular accident. So this one's relatively, I'd say, pretty good condition. Finding a crack up that's not damaged is very difficult, because they were basically obviously toys, and a lot were played with. And the ones I had when I was a kid back in the 80s saw huge amounts of damage from being played with. So that's a really cool casting. So it's made in Hong Kong. So it's a really good one. Hard to find that particular one in good condition. Normally they're missing the back plastic louvered rear window part. They often very snap off. Now the other ones I have in my collection, I had the 1985 Hood Basher Buick Regal, the 1986 Crunch Chief, 1985 Crash Patrol, and the Stocker Smasher from 1985. So these are some of the ones in my collection from when I was a kid. That one there, and this one here, and then the stock smasher, I believe it is, the Buick Regal, is this one here. This one I purchased later in another collection. This one has seen better days. It's lost its hood. Okay, so the other ones I got from the lady was this one in particular. This is a color racer. No, sorry, it's a color changer. Thunderburner from 1989 color racers. So it's a Ford Thunderbird. So this would change from yellow to green. It's stuck in the lighter position in the yellow, but it's very good condition. It's got no damage to it at all. No chips. Chrome on the front's really good. The base is pretty good. It's not tarnished or anything. It's made in Malaysia, so very happy to get that one. So that came with from the same seller. I purchased a few ones off over the years. Now the next ones, these came from the same seller as well. These ones are called Micro Color Racers from 1987 to 1989. Now these were brought out by Hot Wheels to compete against Micro Machines. Micro Machines were very, very popular back in the 80s. These are slightly bigger than Micro Machines, yet if I put them next to a normal Hot Wheels car, you can appreciate the size difference between that and a normal Hot Wheels car. Now these do actually still color change. They're metal with plastic base. Okay, so I got some boiling water. Just be very careful not to actually burn my fingers. So see how they still change. So there's a Lamborghini Countach. So that goes to white and cream. Porsche 959. It goes from an orange to a yellow. And the Ferrari Testarossa. So that goes from sort of a reddish pinky peach colour to white. So it's quite amazing how these ones still change. Now the next one, this one here, it's a Camaro Z28. It was from the Quickfire Crash Curve track set from 1992, and it's a track set exclusive car. So it's really good condition. It's still got all its chrome on its wheels. All the graphics and everything's still good condition. It's got a few little flea bite chips on it, but other than that, it's very good. And it rolls absolutely superbly. Now, this one here is just from a one of those shops that sell a lot of knick-knack stuff. I was up in my local town of in Howick doing some shopping and came across this. So it's a they call them Datsun 1600s in New Zealand, but they're called a 510 over in the States if they're left-hand drive, I believe. and I think they were also called a Bluebird, depending on whether it was right or left-hand drive. But just basically I saw this and I thought this is pretty cool. I don't think it's actually die cast. I think it actually could be pressed steel. It's got that sort of tin look to it. It's quite light and very thin, so I don't think it's die cast. I really do think it's pressed, but nonetheless I saw that and I thought, well, that's pretty cool. So for $6, not too bad. Now the next one, this I was looking for this particular casting for a really long time to go in the collection with the other Ford Escorts. It would sell out very quickly. I could never find it on the pegs in the shops, so I got this in the collection with the Majorette Ford Escort RS 1800. I was contemplating opening it up, but I decided to keep it on the card because how the other Ultra Hot that I purchased recently, the chrome rubbed off the wheels. Basically rubbed off the wheels with my finger, and I thought, seeing the extent I had to go through to get this particular one, in the end I decided I'd rather keep it on card to keep it mint. Then I can display that one as it is. I mean, if I find another one, which I highly doubt it, but if I do manage to find one on the pegs in the future, if they've re-released them again, then I may open that one up. But with the fact that the chrome's so fragile on the wheels for the new released Ultra Hots, I'd rather just leave it as it is. Now the next one is a 2022 collector's edition. So I believe the seller told me this was a mail-in car, so you could purchase these if you collected so many cars and kept receipts, and then you'd have to send them in to Mattel and then pay a fee and then you could get this collector's edition car. So the bloke was selling his collection off, and I saw this one listed and I thought, oh, I've got to have this. And to be honest, I thought it was very reasonably priced. Nowhere near the sort of costs from some of the scalpers or otherwise, you know, some of the resellers selling supers and stuff like that. It was nowhere near the cost of a super on the secondary market. So I jumped at the opportunity because obviously I like to collect Alfa castings. This one in particular, the Alfa Romeo Giulia Sprint GTA, I like to collect this one, so I thought this was excellent. So it's Spectra Flame Blue, real riders, which are quite unique to this particular casting, and it's super highly detailed. So it's just a really nice casting. Pretty happy with this one, to be honest. So I'm going to display it as is, I think. Now the next few I got, these are just main lines that I found. So the new casting for 2025 Ford Model A Custom 31. So very cool casting. I really like this one. Vintage hot rod. Then the next one, another new casting. It's from 2025 McLaren W1. So I always love a nice McLaren, especially in the nice McLaren orange colour. And then another one is the Purple Passion, and this is a particular casting I quite like. Quite new to collecting these castings. So the next ones I got, I went to Kmart a few weeks back and I came across this 5-pack. Now I really wanted this 5-pack before and actually put it back back on the shelf. I think it was $25 at Farmers. I got this one for $12 on special at Kmart. So in that circumstance, it paid to sort of put it back and then wait and shop about and wait till it was on special. Now this one's got some really nice castings in it. The reason why I wanted it was basically, of course, for this one, the Ford Sierra RS Cosworth. Obviously a huge Ford RS fan. This particular one, I think its Tampo release design is going to be only a 5-pack exclusive. So that's good to have in the collection. Then this one here, I didn't actually have this casting before either. This Drift Wagon. So it's a Nissan Maxima drift car, and these 5-packs are all made in Malaysia. Sorry, they're made in Indonesia. So most mainlines, they're made in Malaysia now. Majority of the so I think the Supers are made in Malaysia. The Super Treasure Hunts are made in Malaysia. The Premiums and Redline Club, Elite 64, and any of the special model ones, they are all made in Thailand. So it's quite interesting with this Indonesian factory that they're doing these ones in particular, and I think the quality and the paint finishes are actually probably better, I would say, if I'm allowed to say so. So this one is the Toyota GR Supra. Now I've got one of these first release in yellow, but that candy red, superb colour. Now this was the second reason why I purchased this 5-pack. Now this one in particular, it's called the Dimachini Veloce. It's got the Tricolare Italian colours on it, and with the black and gold, it just looks stunning. Now this, I believe, could be a real car, but I'm not 100% sure. I think it could be, because I have seen on a video a Italian car, very rare, from the 60s, late 60s, that has a very similar design to it, and it had a clear glass part across the back underneath the window. So that was one particular one I really wanted. And then this particular casting, I've got another one of these, pretty cool. It's the Subaru WRX STI. So very cool. They rallied these. They're quite a cool casting. So that takes us to the very last purchase of this haul. Now this was a $1 reserve auction, and I won it for $1, which I was pretty stoked about. Now this Boomerang Blitz track set from 1991. Now it's very similar to another track set that I got given in 1986 for, I think it was Christmas, which was called G-Force. So this one in particular, it's in the Hot Wheels red and yellow colour. Now it's 3.6 meters of track, and it says fly the boomerang, turn with the force of gravity, the car comes back to you. So it didn't come with a car, unfortunately. However, the G-Force track set that I had came with this Camaro, which I have. Oh, I just actually grabbed that one. Okay, so I just pulled these ones out from my collection. This one is called Blown Camaro. It's from the Ultra Hot series, and it was released with this particular track set. There it is there in the picture, and also I got it in my G-Force track set that I got when I was 6, 1986. It still works perfectly well. It still has the chrome on the wheels. It's got suspension, and it's got the very, very thin axles, and it does work absolutely superb on the track. Then this is similar. It's called Shadow Jet. It's not exactly the same as the one in the picture. I believe I've actually done some research, and this particular one in the picture is actually a prototype. So they never released that car with the color scheme, as this one here is a prototype used in the pictures. However, this is a Shadow Jet from the period. So this is probably from 1987, I think, this one. But this one's really mint condition. The axles are perfectly, not a single chip on it at all, so I didn't want to put this one down the track. However, there is one similar to this one for sale from a seller that I know, and I may see if I can purchase the one from him in the future. So I thought I might just pull the bits out and show what this track set came with. So it comes with the clamp to clamp it up onto a bench or a chair to get the track up high to use for the gravity. And then there's the loop part for the loop-de-loop. And then there's down the bottom there's the boomerang blitz part, which is the it's like a chicane, a banked chicane. So that obviously just clips in there for the banked chicane. So I've actually done some videos with this track set, so I will show those now. Well, thanks very much for watching. Like and subscribe. Over and out. Kimmy.